Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hits Beauty Studio, Bona Musadi, Douala, and Jungle Hawk, Boya.
Hi guys, welcome to Freaky Table. It's your girl John Gomba, Yana Jr. and Koi Longe are with me in the studio. But guess who is joining us today? Special guest. We love her very, very, very much. We criticize her too, but well, she's here to join us. It's AFRIMMA 2021 Best Rapper nominee. We have Askia is in the building. How you doing?
I'm very well.
You look amazing. For the first time, this guy is going to clap for a guest. Clap louder. Hey, Askia, what you don't do this guy? Wow. It's good to have you. We'll be struggling to get you. You have no idea. And he's been very excited to, when I told him that you're coming, he was like, yes, finally.
I'm glad to be here.
Oh, so good to see you. You look fabulous, by the way.
Thank you. You look amazing yourself.
We're trying.
Me too.
So top on the list, there's no way we are going to be running this week's edition of Freaky Table without talking about what is really trending on social media right now, and that is Magasco's marriage crisis. For some reason, everybody has an opinion on what's going on there. For something that was very private, suddenly it's our business, and we have to talk about it. But there's always a broad message to those kind of things. So it's not just about that marriage, right? So no offense, Magasco and Fallon.
Max.
It looks like all the Maxes are really doing some certain things.
Yana Max, Howard Maximus.
So this whole story began with Magasco dropping a very brief but very sweet message to his wife on her birthday. And he wrote, "Happy birthday, wifey. Don't have too much words, but love, and God has more than plans for you. Love you." That was a very sweet message. But just 1 hour after that message landed on social media, well, the wifey dropped her own bombshell. In fact, in a lengthy post, I'll just highlight what she said. She accused the guy. She said, this is her first line, "I do not really see why some guys are so immature."
Some guys.
Some guys, including that kind of guy, you know, that Bamenda guy.
It's nice that she said
People like longer. People like longer.
She says some guys are so immature. I have said this time and again, I am no longer interested in the marriage. Then goes ahead to allege that there was childishness, calls Magasco a mommy's boy, domestic violence accusation, physically abusing her to a point where she's almost dead. Okay. Wasn't happy or in love or not in love with him before they got married. I was like, okay. Okay, there are so many things. I have to take it slow. Then she actually revealed that she had filed for a divorce. Wow. And then says that if you love me, allow me to go. That was a message that she sent to Magasco. Well, Magasco came back less than 1 hour also with his own message, alleging that his wife's phone must have been hacked. So that message that is there, perhaps was from hackers. Well, just in the line of him saying that, there was a video that came out of the girl celebrating her birthday in Limbe with another man called Max, who is also supposed to be engaged to somebody else called Evelyn. And that engagement happened just last year. I need water for drink because it's hot. The whole thing is very complicated. Now everybody is having something to say. I mean, somebody who knows one or two things about public display of affection, a public marriage, and getting out of that marriage, singing about her relationships is definitely Askia. And then we had to just bring her here to, let's just understand what is happening, right? So she'll give her own perspective, but at the end of the day, young girls in marriages, young boys in marriages need to listen to her. And perhaps, okay, these guys are not married. Nice. All of us are not married.
You cannot tell about it. You cannot tell.
But we don't care. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome again, once again. I can see this.
So by representing the college, the Republic.
On top, right there on top of, okay. And I see a muffler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very obvious.
I mean.
Can you stop chewing gum like you? Thank you.
I mean, the thing is, we are just too hot.
It's natural.
Yeah.
It's natural hold on.
Well, you didn't know this. Askia, I don't mind these two clowns, but, I'm the only correct person on this chair. So just vibe with me. Anyway, so this Magasco's whole drama that is happening. First of all, I need to get the opinion. Like, when he wrote that message, wishing a happy birthday, I felt like it was too short for someone who's very in love, who just married like less than 1 year ago. I felt like, just 2 lines. Say something. I want to understand what is happening. But were you okay with that message? Like, it was very short.
It was short, same time it was sweet. You know, some men like to be brief. Not everybody likes to go all in.
Yeah, he's very brief.
Time no day.
He's very
Time no day. Enjoy your things fast. You understand? There's no time. Enjoy your things fast.
Actually, I forgot about this part.
The best 2 seconds of your life.
Shut up.
It's life.
Askia is talking.
I feel like at the same time it was sweet, yes. Let's forget about if it's short or not, because I mean some men don't really like to just talk too much on that.
Yes.
And again, I just feel like it is all a mystery, because somebody that is being like in a relationship with you for so long, that is your husband that you respect, that is so nice to you, that you are loving every day, leaves that kind of message, you will never react the way she reacted.
Yeah.
So I feel like you never can tell what pushed her to snap that hard. I don't know what happened there.
Of course, none of us.
Everyone is just saying what they like. That's what they like. They like drama. They like to feel like their opinions matter. They like to know that what they think is actually what is happening. But the truth is that we just don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
Before a woman says, leave me alone, I've told you that I've had enough. There's a reason for it.
I think so many people had come out to say that the marriage festival was a shock to everybody, given the fact that he's had a very up and down relationship with his baby mama, Ibangajang. And then all of a sudden he announced he was married. And then now, less than 1 year, there is a divorce. So everybody's like, okay, what is really happening? And Magasco is known for being very reserved, very quiet, you know, humble, respectful. That's the image that we know.
I've never seen him like somebody that can hit.
Yeah,
anybody, talk less of a woman.
We've met him countless times.
It's strange. That was like a shock to me. I mean, like,
so, but the accusations are very interesting. Childishness, domestic violence. She wasn't even in love with him before marrying him. She says that she got married to him because he pretended to kill himself if she didn't. So she got married to him out of pity. And has said that she's filed for a divorce. Now, I don't know whether the court in Cameroon grants divorce after a year or after less than a year.
Did they get married in court, though? Because
it's not just traditional marriage.
Maybe they did.
That's why she's filing for divorce.
Not everybody likes to, not everybody likes to announce their court. Even Daphne, when she got married in court, we only saw the pictures privately. Like, it wasn't a public thing. So it could be.
No, they are married in court. That's why she's filing.
If she's filing for a divorce, then the government is...
Well, I just feel like a woman should not decide to be with a man because of his feelings instead of hers.
Yeah, I think that was the first mistake.
Yes, that's what I feel. I feel like she, if at all it's true that she did marry him out of pity, then she made a big mistake. Because marriage is bigger than just being in a relationship with someone. With marriage, you start a family.
Yeah.
And if you're starting a family and you're not happy, it means you're ready to have miserable kids. Because if you're not happy, your kids are definitely never going to be happy as well. And hello, you know what happens to kids who grow up like that? You know, a lot goes wrong with them. So instead of being in a position where you have to be fixing every one of them, instead of enjoying your motherhood and enjoying you being a mom to older kids, you are instead worried about fixing stuff with them.
Arranging one
you
problem.
Just make sure you are in the right relationship.
Yeah.
So to me, I feel like that was a first flaw, because no matter what the man says, I've had people, so many people that I wanted to be with. I mean, we are of age. We've had so many boyfriends. You've had people that you want to be with that don't want to have anything to do with you, and you are forced to cry about it until it's no longer a problem. So I feel like we don't really know what's happening there.
Yeah,
you know
the truth.
There is
her truth, his truth, and then
what the public sees.
We don't even know his truth.
It's true.
Exactly.
But one thing he's done so far is that he took down the sweet short birthday post that he posted after the video came out.
Take it down.
And also, as of this morning, he has taken down all her pictures from his Instagram.
I will take it down too, because it's just there's a lot of things that are happening in homes out there. You never know who is right or who is wrong or what's really going on. But there's a certain level of shame that you can bring to your partner, no matter how much he hurts
damage,
you know. And if a man, no matter how he's treating you at home, is out there letting the public know that, hey, it's my girl, it's that, and then you go on and do that, and then the same day he sees a video of another man treating you like his, of course I'm going to take down all of your fucking pictures.
Is it not the attitude of abusers, however, to be to be sweet and sour.
It is.
So hurts you now,
And then-
then you show this public display of affection. I'm not saying he's an abuser, but
It is
trend,
it
the
is-
trend,
it is
the
a
trend,
trend. That's why
yeah.
I'm saying that maybe she's right. And maybe he was just being sweet for the public so that they don't feel what's really happening in there.
Yeah, true.
Also, maybe she's tired of just pretending that everything is okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Another point.
Maybe she's just out there having her fun. It could still be that the guy is nothing to her. It could still be someone that's like, flirting with her.
without that way, what is this? So flavor is something go chicken very bad.
It's possible.
That flavor is some.
Listen. I'm just experiencing it myself. Once you leave a relationship that was holding you down, as a wife, there are lots of things that you are restricted from.
Yes.
Lots of things. And I, for one, the reason why I'm okay with moving on now is because I feel like I'm too young to miss out on so many things. Not just because I can miss out on those things as a wife, but because I'm missing out on those things for no important reason at all.
Right.
You understand? So, as a woman, she will be like, you know what? Fuck all of this bullshit. It's my birthday. I'm going out there to have fun. I don't care. Whoever is the man that is paying for all of this stuff,
I'm with you.
he can sing for me now till tomorrow. I don't care. I'm having my fun. So they take videos. She's putting it out there because, of course, she wants him to see that nigga, I'm not there anymore.
And that's one of the biggest issues in relationship. When a man feels like the woman can be independent, can live, survive without him, it becomes a serious problem. Most relationships that are domestic violence issues and stuff like that always start from the fact that he feels like you can leave.
Yeah.
So he now starts reacting. I don't know whether to keep you there or to kidnap you. I don't know what is going on. But so many opinions
There
on
are tricks.
this.
There are so many tricks.
but this seems it touches home. It will seem very personally. I do not know whether you went through physical abuse, but you virtually left, or at least said you will leave the marriage several times. So
I've never suffered from that kind of abuse.
Thank the Lord.
Like he wouldn't touch me.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. Who wants to hit me?
And you seem very capable.
Like
you seem
if
very
you
capable
hit
to defend
me,
yourself.
yes. Trust me.
Anything with pick up.
Yeah.
Anything with pick up. Yes.
I'm not a violent person.
Yeah.
But
When it
Yes,
gets
when it
there.
comes
Push
to
me to
it.
that. Hey.
yes. And I hate, like, with me, marriage is very complicated because you want a partner that is acting right.
Yeah.
We are building our lives.
Yes.
Okay, for example, the two of you have come together. You're married now. You need to start hustling.
Yes.
You have a child, which is even more reason why you should hustle harder.
Exactly.
So if something is not going right with you, and she talks about it, because of course she will not keep quiet.
Yes.
If she's keeping quiet forever, the first person that will suffer is her.
Yes. Yes.
So she turns to you and says, well, listen, even now you get angry. Oh, it's because of this, that, because I don't have money. That's why, because you're paying the bills, that's why you're insulting me. Oh. So every time that you
More
want to bring it up,
It's a blackmail. It's blackmail.
yes, every time that you want to bring it up, you feel like, he's going to think that maybe I'm just like, okay, whatever. You let it go. So it happens again and again. It's an example.
Yes.
Again and again and again and again. And then it gets to a point where you definitely can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
You will say something again. And this time, if he tries to not listen again, it's a problem because at this point, time is passing us by.
Yes. We're gonna
Stop
one line.
it to change.
One line limit. And again, I imagine also with the accumulated anger and the accumulated frustration and distress, because at the end of the day, like I said, and which is generally the case in most marriages, before people move out of marriages, they've thought about it several times, and then there are many things to consider, especially the fact that you have the kid. And then you start not worrying about yourself again, but the kid. Okay, how is he going to grow up? Maybe in a broken home, or with another person. Again,
But at the end of the day, I feel like it's better to grow up in a broken home that there is peace and happiness
Yeah.
than in a loving one that's just loving by name, but in the house you're depressed, you're sad, you're not happy. You feel like you're cheated upon. You feel like your man is not only yours.
Yeah.
You feel like you're not enough. You feel like there's something out there that is better for him. It's weighing down on the baby.
Why did you stay?
That's one big question. I really want to know.
Me,
everybody wants to.
with the kind of person that I am, when I love really deeply.
Did you make excuses for him?
Yes, so many times. So always, for what it's worth, I know how to apologize so well. And he doesn't. So it gets to the point where even if I'm just saying this now because I'm free to talk about it, to educate other girls out there, because trust me,
Please educate me. I'm very
moving
simple.
on. So when oh my God, this topic is just
I know.
Okay, so let me help you out there, right? You have
Ask me why I stayed. Let me answer him.
Okay.
This is why I stayed. When I commit myself to someone, I feel like it is my job to make sure everything with this thing we are doing works. So no matter how many times it fails, I'm just giving myself the courage and saying, no, you know what? It's always failing, but then you have to try again. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. But at the end of the day, it's not enough for you alone to keep holding on for these things. Because time again is passing us by. And when you have a little baby in the picture, you start thinking, no, I'll just stay. He says he's sorry. Maybe the baby needs him. You know, of course, when the father is not around, the baby stresses up a lot. Especially for a young baby that is only used to seeing the two of you. These are the only two people I see every day. All of a sudden, one person is not around. It's going to weigh on the baby. So you as the mom, you start putting your own feelings aside to make sure the baby is okay, you know. But that is still wrong because that baby is not okay if the mom is not. As long as the mother is not okay, that baby is never okay.
So quick question.
Understand? There's a connection with breastfeeding.
Oh.
Your mom's mind, her whole setting is exactly how you feel. So when your mother is like one spirit, that's how the baby is, you know. So at the end of the day, just holding on for the baby is not enough, because at the end of the day, you're actually killing that baby. Yes. So sometimes it's okay to move on. I mean,
do you think you do you sometimes we get staying longer?
yes.
I wanted to ask her that if there was no child, would you have left earlier?
No, if there was no child, I couldn't have left earlier because, like I said, there's whole thing about loyalty to me. When I feel like this is who I'm standing by.
And this was more than
I
just
just
a
want to
marriage.
stand
It was
by.
also a business relationship. Because there's the
Also.
music and all of that.
Yes. But on that part,
So when does a woman know that this is just, I'm done here?
yes, when a woman says she is, usually men are the ones that always want to leave. For some situations, the man is always like, oh, what's all this? I shouldn't be going through this, blah, blah. At this point, a woman is married. Everyone is talking. And you know, if you keep man to keep house, Askia, you know, if you keep man, as you want to keep who, you know, if you keep record, you know, if you keep man, you go keep now over your corner. Some of these things get into your head.
Yes.
You know, but a woman can hold on for so long, but when you are done, you just know your heart.
Right.
You just know.
Stinks.
That's when Flavor's music starts playing.
in your
When
song,
you are done, right?
Yeah.
Too much don't need to be said. It could just be one word, and you'll be like,
Thank you. Next.
done.
Or just one post on social media. One post.
But did you feel the need to actually express, say that to explain that to your fans?
Well,
Was
I
there a
always feel a need to explain everything because I explained when it started already.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I am not, it's not only for, listen, before I came out there and said it was over, he asked me to, you know, we've been over for like a month and I was doing my thing, finding my money, working around. I always carry the baby when I'm going around. So I'm busy. At this point, I'm in my heart, I'm like, you know what? Fine.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried. I'm great. Of course, I'm just some things that you miss here and there, but when you are done, you just want to be done. So, you know, he says, okay, it's about time we tell people out there that it's over. You know, because I've been quiet for a month and I've not said anything. And you are coming at me like that. Before I'm going to be, he knows how to know that I'm not really sure if I'm done or not. Before I'll be like, you know what, I will not even answer, or I will just not, you know. But I'm like, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and let them know. As a matter of fact, I will let them know right now. No longer with Qilla. No, it's just the way of being honest. I'm just letting you guys know what happened because I don't have a problem with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't have any problem with him. I told him, I forgive you for everything that you've done. It's a lot. I'm not going to come on the media and shame him like that.
Yeah.
He knows that he fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, Freeboy Lama is angry with him because he fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not my place to tell people what he did, how he fucked up. all that, but he just did. He knows.
I think the public has a bit of idea.
They always have so many ideas.
No, I mean, like those of us who understand gossip, even we we pursue the matter to the very end. We don't tap on things.
Okay, the thing about it is that Askia, we're going to be talking about a lot more about relationships, but the music. You have a new song with Zitra. It's called It's a Show. Hot. It's hot. And that's, I think, first single off as you being single, as a single person.
Yes.
And the cover art of the is very hot.
Yes.
So was that an announcement, like a deliberate announcement, or saying it's
I'm single?
Yeah.
It's just that it took them so much time to get it. Since I've been married to Qilla, have you ever seen me looking like that in any position ever?
Never.
Any of my videos, any photo shoot ever. Have you seen me looking like that?
No.
So if you see me like that, you should know that maybe right now I don't
You're breaking the
respect
chain.
or nothing to anybody.
so-
It's just me, like facing a new direction.
owning your
Yes.
stuff.
I was going to ask, like, it's something, not a song, I mean, it was nothing something about it.
Yeah, very strong.
Was there an expression of you being
Freedom.
free, like freedom
Well, it's
of
not,
moving of a new phase in your?
I wouldn't say that the song itself is two rap artists that came together.
Yeah.
She's Afro rap, a little bit pop, I'm a rapper. The two of us coming up together, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
We have to make sure it is very different from the status quo that we get every day.
Exactly. I agree.
You understand? So me, I'm a perfectionist. I don't have too much money. But the little I have, I make sure I use it to the fullest. To take me at least from one point to another in my career. So when Zitra came, she said, okay, Askia, we've done the song. We're talking about ideas. It's a song.
Yes.
But she's asking me, how do you think this thing should be like? How do you think? I say, okay, the title is hot. It should literally be hot.
It's a show.
And I tell her, I mean, like, people are used to seeing everything that they see every day. And you and I should, if we are doing this, we have to do it the most different.
Go all out.
So she's like, okay, what do you have in mind? We talk about a few pictures, and then we're like, okay, let's just see how it goes.
Boy, did you guys
And
go
then-
out?
I was like, woo! They said John Gomba posted videos on. I'm like, this one is hot. Like, man.
No, but you are the pro now.
Married women.
That beats this stuff.
I saw one hot one on Instagram before coming.
Yeah, no, hey. So she was sending to me and she's like, should I put this? I said no. And then she's like, Pam.
Posted.
Yeah, so we were just trying our costumes. I mean, it was difficult
looked
to
great.
have that shoot because there were so many men in there. And trust me, their reactions were just
Crazy.
as soon
And it was nice to have the reaction from men like that.
No, it's just normal.
This guy is doing
So excitement. Why so happy?
I'm happy. What's your problem? Should I have
I want to understand.
Max.
You're so excited.
Your name itself is a disgrace. These are not Max.
Few bad eggs. Few bad eggs.
all maxes. We need
No,
to
just few bad eggs. Just few bad eggs.
Yeah.
I'm like, if they are really crying so much just because of pictures, what do they think the video will look like?
Oh God, I cannot wait. When is it dropping?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, I think I'm ready. I think everything.
Today are we?
It's very possible. I mean, you're a superstar. I don't see why
But quite frankly, I know that there was this a group of people who gave kind of backlash to the whole exposure. What is your response to people who are like, no, you need to cover up more, that maybe you're taking it too far, or as Daily Singer puts it, that you're getting out of hand?
I'm not getting out of hand. She is getting out of hand. You are getting out of hand telling me how I should live my life. I mean, like, they are my fans. If you are not a fan, it's okay to leave. I mean, like, they are my fans.
Yeah.
If they are not okay with what I'm doing.
But do you think you have
They
a
will find a way to be
responsibility,
okay too.
like she said, do you think you have a responsibility too?
Listen,
Younger
I'm a
girls.
role model. It's not even something we should argue about. I'm a role model in so many ways, for so many different reasons. Now, as an artist, every story that you tell in every different song is a different picture.
That's true.
I am an actress, or let me say an actor.
Yeah.
So if this is what I'm going to do now for this song, I will do my role and act the part. You understand? So it's not like you will see me dressed like that, walking around the streets or going out with my friends looking like that. No, it's for a purpose. It's for the song. It's hot.
Yeah. So it's intentional. It's not something that you just do.
No, it's intentional. I mean, I'm like trying to see my feminine side now because for so long they have just put a picture in my head for what I'm supposed to be, for what my body type is for, you know. And I'm like, I can't limit myself because some of you that are talking, you don't even look that great yourselves.
Who?
You know?
We need tea for the table.
You don't look that great yourselves, and everyone around you is doing what they like.
Yeah.
Now they go ahead to tell me that there are kids that are following me up, blah, 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 blah. Okay, how old are they and they're following me? How old are you that you have a phone? It means you can be on TikTok, you can be on Snapchat,
Instagram.
You can be on Instagram.
That cannot be your fault. Then.
For all places.
It's not your fault.
You can see everything that we are all seeing in this world.
We are seeing.
But then it is Askia that is spoiling you. How is
that even possible?
You know? So I just feel like I respect her a lot, you know. I really was a little bit shocked at her
reaction.
Her reasoning. I was shocked.
I think I should play devil's advocate. I think that Delhi has built a reputation for being like the conscience of that space, and oftentimes she might say things from a position where she feels that she has a role to constantly check, constantly counsel, constantly help. Now, I think that there are times where she might do it and people might not feel that it's done right, or that's the approach that should be done.
Listen, Elonge, I felt disrespected with how she spoke to me. To be honest, I'm not a child. I'm not. Highest, le grand sir, or whoever you are, that you need respect from me. The one I've been giving you already. Highest, what you feel do. Now for inbox me and say, Mami, oh, this a new video now, wow. I say, you really go all in, oh. Why? You don't say and say maybe the worried, wait you stand for. Wait,
you felt like she was talking at you.
She came at me like this with her claws out. You don't do that.
Right.
You don't even know what the song is about. Or what it is that we are trying to pass across with that image. You don't know. I'm not the first.
Obviously.
Maybe I'm just the first to be that bold in this country. I mean, things definitely have to improve at some point.
Agreed.
You know? So I'm going to cut you short because I feel like no matter what you are or what you represent, just know how to get into
the
other
approach
people's
is important.
The approach.
The approach is important.
Learn how to. So I'm not going to disrespect her, but she did disrespect me because she knows all man knows the Askia and her name. That name Askia, when you mention them, Kafiaji run camp. Especially when you mention them with negative shit. You know? If I'm the topic for insult now, trust me, you will trend. If you trend for 1 week straight.
I like you because
they will come there, they will insult me, they will insult my late stepmother, they will insult my whole life.
How have you been? Because I think I've said this several times. I didn't even reason about it. That I think that for a very long time you were the most bullied artist. That you've been criticized for your looks. You've been criticized for this, and however you've been able to develop a thick skin. I think after going through so much pain too, with that, because nobody's immune to that type of negativity. So, but I've seen you like own your own narrative, become so stronger as I talk. When I see you, the men must kill me. So like, how did you look past all of this negativity to become who you are?
Well,
confidence for me.
I would say that at one point, it's not only the people that are watching from outside that will throw something in there to make you feel like, oh, okay. Even the people around you will do sometimes.
And perhaps that's the most painful.
So I'm like, okay, all these people think I'm limited to being a particular kind of person. At this point, I'm only going to do me. Because even when I'm doing what you like, it doesn't impact me in any way. Instead, the things I am doing can impact you. I'm always out there teaching people how to be good, teaching people how to heal, teaching people how to just be strong all the time. I'm impacting you.
All right, so let's switch things up a little bit from negative to positive. And before we start on the table, you were discussing what you're actually doing, the work that you're doing with people who are dealing with drug abuse. How is that going? Like, why did you take that route, and how is it going? Like,
like I said, if I didn't die when I was an addict, I don't think there's anything that can bring me now.
Amen to that.
Because how it came out there that I was an addict. My own situation me wounded. You know, I was everywhere embarrassing myself, and of course people see me. And then Bandy Kiki, of course, you know.
The terrorist Bandy.
Of course, she did. She announced it in the most degrading form ever. It means if I ever had a chance of, some people would lose their whole career just by that one post, because even till date, now honestly, I don't do so much work for myself. For way, people go back now to the past and look at it and come back and say, wow. It doesn't make them hate me anymore or make them feel like I'm not responsible enough to take care of important things.
Yeah.
So do you
That's
okay? Do you think it makes them see the growth and the growth and the transformation from the person you were and the person you are right now?
Exactly.
And that positive feedback, does that really inspire you in doing the work you do right now?
I would say that I have a lot of things that inspire me to do the work that I'm doing. Okay. It's okay to know that they see how it's working, but I don't think that's what inspires me to do the things that I'm doing, because I have real deep reasons for what I'm doing, why I'm doing those things. So, like I said, Bandy Kiki had announced it in the most degrading form ever. I was depressed to the fullest. I mean, I was going to kill myself. Like, I literally thought about it and agreed to it.
Wow.
You know? But I had one person that was my sitting-in manager at the time, Ayombe Ernest. I will forever be grateful.
You know, Sobans are always so nice.
You know, like that's how we are. You understand?
Yeah, he's really nice. He's
thing.
really nice. He might not be very good at being a manager, but trust me,
That's a human
played a
being.
role.
he's good enough also. Yes.
good enough.
So at that point, everyone had left me. When I say everyone around me, at this breaking point, Qilla had also left me. You know? And Bandy Kiki was out there talking about me, how I'm a failure, I don't disgrace Mr. Leo, I don't do the one, all sign and scandal, the one canana crazy man. Insult. It will be joke at the way to get it be useless thing. Now, yes, I don't die. I'm no surprise. If we yes, Askia, I don't die. So it was all just social media bullying is something really, really
It's huge. It's huge.
It's a big problem. So I'm just sitting in my room at one away, of course. That's why I tell you that when I have my patients, there's nothing they will do that I've not done. I ran away for damn near 3 months. My sister didn't know where I was. I had some money. I was living in a hotel, smoking my ass off. You know, at this day, I told my manager, I told him, I said, I can't continue anymore. The reason why I said so is because when you're an addict, it's not like it's your will to suffer that pain. You have no control. Drug addiction is like the devil holding you by your tie. You can't leave, even if you want to. You will turn back and go back to it. So I feel like I'm no longer in control of myself. Like something else stronger than me is taking over. So I tell him, I don't think I can suffer like this anymore. He talks, he starts talking. He doesn't know where I am, you know, but he didn't sleep. He's calling, I'm not picking, but I'm reading what he's saying. He's talking. He told me some really deep things. He is not talking to me like trying to beg me, no, things will be okay. No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying that, Askia, this is what they're saying about you right now. This is what somebody that's your fan said about you. This is what this blogger is posting about you. I mean, all the work that we have been putting in and the plans that we have, is this really all they will say about you? You know, those kind of things. He's just talking to me, and you say, wow, and you say you want to kill yourself. So therefore, me leaving everything I was doing to stand by you at this point was a big waste of time. Well, if you want to fail me, it's okay to fail me other ways. But right now, there are just too many people involved, and you can't fail them all at the same time. Wow. That was it for me. So, that topic is
Please don't make me cry. Oh.
It's okay. You have been so strong.
Like your strength is everything.
I mean, because I'm trying to imagine with all of that, you know, because you mentioned something at the beginning of the show that you always have a certain loyalty to everything you start.
Yes. So,
and seeing that even in that state, you're able to pull through and stick to your word with the agreement you have with people who were not just people who, the stakes were higher for you. And even in that state where you could have done anything to yourself, you found a way to pull through.
So when he
I think
said
that's really, really strong. That's really amazing.
When he said that, he said, I'm not going to call you again. But I know that after everything I've said, there's still the Askia I know somewhere in there. And she's way stronger than whoever this person is right now. That was it. So I went to the mirror. I looked at myself. I didn't like what I saw. I looked at myself again. I didn't like what I saw. Then I went online now to check what everyone was saying. Trust me, I read every single one of those insults. Every little opinion that somebody had to say about me, I read it all. The hashtag Askia, hashtag Askia on drugs, hashtag, I read everything, And then I stood up and said, okay, now, this is not how it will end for me. And that was it. I called my sister. I said, I'm here. Come and take me now. Immediately, she pulled up with the car. I packed my whole things, went into the house. She took me to Boya because, of course, I'd run away to Limbe. Came back to Boya here. Stayed with her, of course, because my sister was like my rehabilitation center. At that point, it was just, I tried quitting. That was me relapsing and pissing Qilla off because it was like, okay, after all this, you went back again. So this is me fighting it again now. Went to my sister's house. I stayed there because when I'm with my sister, I will not say she's the perfect Christian, but she lives in God's ways. She will never let me smoke in her presence. So if I want to only help myself, that's the only place I can stay. And if you really want to help yourself, you will stay where it's okay for you not to do those things. So I made up my mind. I sat there, my mother called. She told me, okay, I know that you've been involved in so many different embarrassing situations. Okay, I want you to know that addiction is a sickness. It's not really your fault. You tried things that you shouldn't have tried and now you're stuck. It happens to everyone. Sometimes a lot of people are going through that. Now it depends on how you handle yourself. That was my mom. My mom is in Germany. Damn near almost all my life. She only comes once in a while. So she's not really in my life like that. But when she talks, I listen. She says, okay, now I want you to stay with your sister, try to eat food, watch TV, write your music. That's all you have to do. Don't watch no place, don't do nothing. Just wake up in the morning, take a shower, eat breakfast, eat in bulk, Try to. That's how it worked for me.
Yeah.
So I literally replaced my addiction. That's the reason why you see I'm a little bit, over.
No, I like it.
No, you look very fresh.
I replaced my addiction with drugs with food.
Right. So that's a method that
Yes,
you used.
it worked for me. That's my method. It is my method.
Just eat healthy. Yeah?
Eat healthy, avoid smoking. I didn't do all of that. We don't have rehabilitation center. Some people say when you start smoking, you will die. Not enough to clean your system. They must flush you. Not everybody. It's here.
So how is your work going
in your
on
head.
now?
So when the whole thing was over, I had one situation in my life when I was still smoking. There are places where I used to go to buy my stuff. I never sit in a test, but I had some money. So I would go there, I would buy. Sometimes they know me there. They will say, hey, Remy, Mami Bakala. That's a nice thing. In the streets, I have my credibility. Right. So when I go there, I always buy some for them as well, and I leave. There was always one girl that was always hanging around one particular day. So worn out, she's gone. She's really like skinny. Then now they give her crumbs. Whoever is smoking, you can ship her something. She has no home, no family, So when I was well, I came back after a year and some months later to find her because she was my first target. I was like, if I succeed in helping myself, this girl, any sorry, no go dance. I see the other side of you because I know she'll say this side or this side, so that's all you have.
Yeah.
So when I went back to look for her, the particular day where she used to hang out at, they told me she died.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So that was it for me. I'm like, okay.
It sends out a message and trying to get the government or the Ministry of Health, I think, to get rehabilitation centers for people who are suffering from this.
Hospitals
But,
can do it too.
ladies and gentlemen, guys, Askia is definitely going to still be available to explain further what her vision is when it comes to drug abusers in this country for now, especially in the Southwest. And I think for somebody who's lived that life, she's in a better position to help. So if you're out there, you can help her in any form that you can help. There's nothing so little, right? And she just told you she doesn't have a space and she's willing to put herself in that space like a woman, trying to take care of orphans. So please, if you're out there, you want to help, you want to, in any format, reach her through...
We are going to drop those connections. But I think for now, anybody that wants to reach out to me can just reach out to you guys.
All right. So you can get through Freaky Table And we are on all social media platforms at Freaky Table. So please send your message, whatever. If you need her personally, of course, we cannot just leave her number for everybody to call. So please reach out and then we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Yes, any message that you send is going to be forwarded to her directly so she can deal with you personally. Thank you so much, Askia, for dropping by. I mean, this has been a learning process that I almost cried at some point. And thank you.
Nairobi.
Thank you. You have a lovely daughter. And my only little advice is that at least there's somebody that you look up to and it's your child. Anybody that is, going to drag you, I'm just really, really a huge admirer of your... She'll never come to me. She will never come to me. She will never come to me, that's for sure. So at least this is the healer. This is the healer.
Tell her bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Askia, Elonge, Yana. Thank you guys so much. Please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Decoded TV Studios, and follow us on all social media platforms at Freaky Table. From all of us, we love you guys, and God bless you.
Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hits Beauty Studio, Bonamusadi, Douala, and Jungle Hawk, Boya.
Contact Jungle Studios, which is located at Solidarity Junction, Boya, for all your photography and videography.
Thanks for watching the dopest TV show right now.
And don't forget to subscribe so that you can continue seeing our beautiful faces. Scratch that, my handsome face.
Alright guys, and to never miss a thing, follow us on all social media platforms at Freaky Table, Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, stay tuned.